monster matchup, Jim Bogle.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige them.
So it's away we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I think you and I can be sure that neither of us are going to present a serious challenge in trying to outrun Mickey van der Ven. This Dutchman is unusually fast for a defender, particularly the fact is he's 6'4". So I'm just concerned about his hamstrings. I know he's had problems in the past, and I just hope that doesn't go on to interrupt his career, but there's nobody really capable of outrunning him.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. He's offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Kudus. Sarr has played it long. Najraoui. Bruno Fernandes. Casemiro. Bruno Fernandes. Ugarte. It's run loose here. Sarr. Van der Ven. João Palhinha. Tell. Sarr. Kudus. And it's Udogi. Simons. Simons! Oh, that is very close.
Xavi Simons brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Calmly anticipates. Tell. Thinks one through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Najraoui. Ugarte. Casemiro. Matheus Cunha. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes! Plenty to enjoy about the build-up there, not so much the finish.
Bruno Fernandes had the chance of finishing off a fabulous move. At least we saw some terrific high-tempo approach play.
João Palhinha. Pedro Porro. Van der Ven. Van der Ven shifted upfield. Ball is over the line. Tell them delicately. Now it's Solanke. And the flag has stayed down. Now it's Solanke. And here's Xavi Simons. Stick chance! And that would have been some goal.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
And it's Udogi. Šeško. Now, what about a counter-attack? Bruno Fernandes. Oh, good spread. Najraoui. Played into the middle. Climbs up big!
so well. I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Solanke goes for a shot! A real chance and a real let-off. Cuts out the supply. Tell chips it through. And here's a corner. And the play for a throw. Nasraoui. Maguire. Ugarte. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Matches Cunha. Picks it up out wide. He has found a way through. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Now it's Solanke. Xavi Simons. And it's played forward. Oh, some tackle that. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. That's an imaginative pass. He's cut it out. Sa, Kudus, Ugarte. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Away. And it's Shaw. Casemiro. Great chance! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Matheus Cunha was clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
It's been a pretty frantic start. A lot of front foot pressing. Romero. Šeško. Now that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And that's a good... And the shot!
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Ugarte. Van der Ven gets it away. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Nice looking ball. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Martinez. He's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Tell. And here's Solanke. That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Shaw. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Casemiro wins the duel this time. Ugarte. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes! And that's caused a worry or two.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
What you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes, so we're seeing some conservatism here.
It's a throw. Pedro Porro. João Palhinha. And here's Xavi Simons! Offside that time. Lisandro Martinez, aim forwards. Shaw. Martinez. Mazraoui looks to get on the end of this. Romero, gently done. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. He's in here! Tries a shot! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead! He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Moved on forwards. Shaw cuts out the pass. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Sarr. And back to the keeper they go. Shaw. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. It's gone for a throw-in. And it's Simons. Tell. Pedro Porro puts the ball in. Pedro Porro tries a cross.
Xavi Simons really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Maguire. Martinez looks to the other side. Mazraoui. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And it's played forward. Pedro Porro, and he welcomes it in. And he's onside. It's a great ball. Oh, great chance for a shot! It's in!
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
That has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And here's Bruno Fernandes. Matheus Cunha. There's the shot! And it's Simons. Tell. Brilliantly cut out. Sarr. Sarr played out to the left flank. He's having a shot! Shaw gets rid without sophistication. Casemiro. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Romero makes the interception. Udogi, and the keeper's got it again. Van de Ven. Tell. Pedro Porro.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Van de Ven forwards and with intent. Kudus. And it's Simons. Delivered in.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies.
Pedro Porro clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width.
Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Xavi Simons. Sarr. Bruno Fernandes. João Palhinha. Van de Ven. So what can they make of this? Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's really well manoeuvred. Martinez, Lisandro Martinez, shifted upfield. Shaw. Matheus Cunha. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Ugarte. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he is shown a yellow card. Van de Ven gets good distance on it. That's a throw. And it's Shaw. Casemiro. Oh, it's come loose. Maguire. Matheus Cunha. Bruno Fernandes. Solanke. Mazraoui, delicate ball, and it needs to be. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Casemiro. Matheus Cunha, spread out to the left. Shaw with the... Oh, what a climb! Harmlessly behind. Van de Ven aim forwards. Romero gently done. Sarr, and it's played forward. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Very nicely done. The cross. And it's hoisted clear. been cleared. And it's Simons. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal. It had to be. Matches Cunha! Romero gets it clear. Ugarte. Matches Cunha. He is just caressing the ball. And the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Oh, that's nice. Looking for a decent ball in. Bruno Fernandes. And he's been booked for simulation.
Correctly so, Peter. It's an element of the game we just can do without.
Keeper's got good distance on that. Deftly away. Well, they could break here. Oh, he's onto this. Chance, surely! Goal! Manchester United! And they've got their lead back.
He did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Manchester United take the lead. Romero forwards and with intent. And here's Solanke. Xavi Simons played out towards the right wing. Pedro Porro looking to run onto it. Keeper has taken this, takes a shot! Good try, the outcome could so easily have been different.
Tell certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Martinez, that's really well manoeuvred. Casemiro shifted upfield. Back into the middle. Van der Beek. Romero. Sarr. Udogi. Aim forwards. Kudus. Now then, the ball's come loose. Pedro Porro. It's a mighty effort! They've done it! That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Šeško. Pass has been well intercepted. Martinez. Ugarte. Moved on forwards. That's a cute ball. Oh, it's a great ball here. Solanke showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Really well manoeuvred. And it's Shaw. Matches Cunha. He's being urged to shoot. Out to the right. Could move up a gear here. He's shifting through the gears here. Great defending, strong and determined. Lisandro Martinez did just about enough to come out on top there. Now the party overly willing to compromise. Tell. João Palhinha. Palhinha is fouled. Maguire is there, and he can get that clear. And it's Sarr. Over to the left. Matches Cunha. Maguire, aim forwards. Casemiro. Matches Cunha. Ugarte. Shaw. And it's played forward. And they've got rid. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Romero, forwards and with intent. Mazraoui. Ugarte. Matches Cunha. He's through here. That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? Well, the referee has given a free kick just outside the box.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, with him already been on a yellow, he should know much better than that.
And it's hoisted clear. And it's Ugarte. Played in by Majraoui. Defending of the desperate variety. And the counter is on. Kudus gently done. Majraoui. Majraoui. He is through here. Ugarte. Shoots! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Is there, and he can get that clear. Pedro Porro. Driven forward. Solanke is onto it in a flash. Martinez. Maguire. Solanke. That is a brilliant interception. Maguire shifted upfield. Casemiro. Matheus Cunha. Proves too strong. Martinez. Shaw drives forward on the overlap. Danger averted for now. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Cross goes in there. Oh, smashing header! And he's there to get it away. Simons. Now it's Solanke.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Martinez. Matheus Cunha. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. Van de Ven. Pedro Porro. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. And it's played forward. Maguire getting this one clear. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. There are a few waiting for it. Goes to finish! And he has kept it out somehow.
Xavi Simons actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Martinez, Matheus Cunha, probing pass, Sarr, Tell, and it's Bruno Fernandes, Shaw looking up to see who wants it. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Cisco! Spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Solanke chasing after it. Mazraoui. And the first 45 minutes are up. Manchester United are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. So we're just settling back into this second half. Up he goes! He will be livid with himself.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Martinez, Bruno Fernandes, Shaw, and played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Šeško, Bruno Fernandes, the ball is loose and the chase is on. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Romero, João Palhinha, Tell, and it's Porro. That is lovely. João Palhinha. Can he finish? Oh, he's caught him in or out. And the referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Out towards the flank. He can get that clear. Get a throw in. Shaw does really well there, strong defending. Casemiro. Maguire. That's really well manoeuvred. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Sarr. Udogie looking to add to his goal. Udogie, good-looking ball. And that's put paid to a promising move. Martinez. Maguire. Tell. And here's Xavi Simons. He's in a good position. And Solanke! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Pedro Porro, who's short. Crunching tackle. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Bruno Fernandes. Pedro Porro can get it clear. Out to the left it goes. Climbs up big! Sarr. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Sarr, gently done. Lisandro Martinez tries to clear. Maguire. Martinez, aim forwards. It's an inviting looking ball, that. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Kudus. Can he deliver? Pedro Porro, and here's Solanke. Matheus Cunha. Šeško. Martinez. Casemiro moved on forwards. Terrific save from the keeper.
Šeško is offering a right smile there.
Played it short. A chance to play it in. And it's Ugarte. Casemiro. That's going to go a long way. Sarr does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Solanke. Udogie. That's really well manoeuvred. Tell. Casemiro wins the duel this time. And they can counter here. Maguire. Martinez. Shaw. Martinez, Casemiro, Lisandro Martinez, shifted upfield. He'll try to keep this alive. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Oh, nice touch. Aimed in towards the centre. That was very necessary. Lisandro Martinez cuts it out. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Listen, it's not nice and it's not clever, Peter, but it has to be done when he tries to make one of those telling runs.
Can he spark a counter here? Lovely, neat pass. Nicely intercepted. Bruno Fernandes. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Dealt with nicely by the defence. it's Matheus Cunha. And it's Casemiro. Tell. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Over to the left. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. And they've got a throw. Shaw. Cross it goes. Cleared away. Cleared without complication. Maguire. Masraoui. And it's hoisted clear. Van de Ven. Long ball looking to counter. Shaw. And it goes cross-field. Sarr. Tell. Played out to the right. João Palhinha. João Palhinha. And he shoots! Really nicely worked opportunity, that's some lovely exchanges.
Well, that's how you penetrate the numbers, with very shrewd movement and passing precision, and all done at pace.
Clear. Masraoui aim forwards. Knocks it out wide. Now who's going to be first to this? Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Out to the right. Porro can get it clear. Xavi Simons. And here's the chance to counter. Now that's well seen too. And here's Kudus. Defending of the desperate variety. It's a mighty effort! And he hits the net. And the comeback is complete. Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And it's played forward. Pedro Porro, gently done. Romero. Simons. He's found a way through. Udogi. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Mazraoui did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That's a nicely weighted pass. He's got away. Tries to get it clear.
Manchester United really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And it's Shaw. That is a great pick out. Matches Cunha. Romero with the clearance. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Now it's Simons. Shapes to shoot! And that's left him on the seat of his pants. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Aim forwards. And he's picked out the run. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Van de Ven. And it's played forward. Pedro Porro. Well timed, excellent interception. Shaw. Manchester United can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. Ugarte. That's really well manoeuvred. That's very neat. Kudus. Oh, good spread. Oh, sweet feet. Plenty waiting in the middle. Mazraoui. There's the shot! Fair effort, he reacted well.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Van de Ven. Van de Ven, it's a sharp pass. Shaw. Matches Cunha. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Matches Cunha. Shaw picks it up now. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Xavi Simons. Kudus. This is promising. Kudus' cross. Bayindir gets his gloves on it. Nice and calm. Ugarte. Moved on forwards. Van de Ven gets across to intercept that. And it's Kudus. Tell. Oh, well measured. That's the keeper's ball. Casemiro. Matheus Cunha. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes played out to the left flank. Spread out to the left. Shaw. Now, oh, smashing header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Palhinha gently down. And it's Porro. And here's Tell. Great work on the overlap. Pedro Porro. That's the throw. Simons. Stop it going out. Time to deliver. Sarr. Decent chance! Bruno Fernandes. Moved on forwards. Zixi chasing after it. And it's Mazraoui. Oh, what a climb! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Well read, nice interception. And here's Zirkzee. Ugarte forwards and with intent. Shaw. Now the cross. And that has been clubbed away. And here's Bruno Fernandes. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Manchester United have got it back and they'll have another go. Ugarte. Maguire. Ugarte. Casemiro. Matheus Cunha. And he's heaved it away. Throw it. Matheus Cunha. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Manchester United really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
The changes then in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though not quite able.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Played out wide. Shaw to up he goes! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Zirkzee clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Not pretty, but it gets gets the job done.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that is as far as they're going to go. Good doggy. Oh, there's a probing ball. That has been cut short. Diogo Dalot. Ugarte. Matheus Cunha. Bruno Fernandes. Matheus Cunha. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Now, this is interesting. He has already had his name taken once. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Yeah, and he's dodged a big one there. He has to be squeaky clean from here.
Saar. Quality ball.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And it's played forward. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Saar. Tell.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Tell knocks it out wide.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Matheus Cunha. Shaw. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Saar. Good purposeful running this.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Van de Ven. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Tottenham. And here's Tell. Manchester United are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they? Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Now, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Matheus Cunha. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Manchester United really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Simons. Simons! And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Tell. Real chance! And the ball's come loose here.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Shaw, gently done. Can he get onto this? Climbs up big! It's a loose ball.
Manchester United really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Tell. And here's Solanke. Tell. Oh, this is a very good run. Simons! That would have been game, set and match.
Xavi Simons has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Maguire getting this one clear. Tell. Nice control. Simons! No mistake! And this is getting better and better.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Manchester United making another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Nice physical challenge. Solanke. Spence. Do have a chance to counter here. Pedro Porro. Diogo Dalot. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Oh, this looks sharp. It's a likely looking ball, that.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Lisandro Martinez shifted upfield. It's a nicely shaped ball, and he's managed to get free. Header! With so little time left, grandstand finish.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Manchester United give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish. Xavi Simons, Romero, Van de Beek, João Palhinha. That's been drilled forward.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Played into space. Diogo Dalot. This could be their final throw of the dice. It didn't come off, but an audacious effort.
Well, you've got to admire the confidence and the agility. It wasn't too far off either.
It's been taken short. And that's been well dealt with. Diogo Dalot, and he's gone backward here. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Hit into the middle.
Manchester United really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Pedro Porro, Van de Beek, João Palhinha, Sarr, João Palhinha, Van de Beek goes forward, Maguire. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Kudus. Chance here to counter. Great defending, strong and determined. Maguire, aim forwards. Diogo Dalot. Diogo Dalot puts across him. Van de Ven attempts a clearance. That is out of play. And that has been cleared. Palhinha getting this one clear. Matheus Cunha. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Can he finish?
Can happen to anyone. It's truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
who saw that coming. It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
It's really well cleared. Maguire. Diogo Dallo. It's got space here. Defending of the desperate variety. Lisandro Martinez gets over and intercepts. Palhinha gets across to intercept that. Kudus. Solanke. João Palhinha. Played out to the right. In it comes. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. It's a mighty effort! He's done very well to get to that.
Xavi Simons really must be thinking what he has...
And there goes the final whistle. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. And what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
It was a very good game, played in the right spirit with a fitting atmosphere.